Hey guys, this is Fei Wu from Feisworld Media. Thanks so much for watching. The point of this video is you absolutely need an alternative for Zoom. Even if Zoom is running smoothly for you right now, but we've all been there, done that. Sometimes there are Zoom fails where Zoom just fails to start. And there we are, whether we're having a meeting with one other person or 5 other people, it can put you in a very awkward and embarrassing situation. In a previous video, I talked about several Zoom alternatives, including GoToMeeting, Google Meet, Microsoft Team, and Cisco WebEx. And then I realized I left out a very important app called Restream.io. That probably doesn't sound foreign to you guys because I've been talking about Restream a lot. They're sponsoring this video, by the way, but they're asking me to speak the truth, talk about why or how Restream can be a really good alternative or even a backup for Zoom. I will also share reasons why Restream will not be a good fit maybe for you or for your business. In just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly the tools that you can leverage from within Restream. The good news is this: if you are someone like myself, creative entrepreneur, or you tend to have smaller meetings, let's say less than or fewer than 6 to 10 people or so, then Restream can be a great tool. The fact is that Restream can only host up to 10 people as of right now. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you the completely 100% free version of Restream. So you don't have to spend another penny to actually purchase it. All you have to do is sign up for an account, which is linked below again. Hey guys, so now we're inside of the Restream live studio. I'm again on a completely free account. So if you're downloading Restream today, you sign up, this is exactly what you see. Now I'm gonna just quickly orient you around what you have right here. So it's actually pretty basic, right? The one thing that you don't need as an alternative for Zoom is this go live button. In order to go live, you do have to hook up to your Facebook profile, for example, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you need to do there. Again, just keep in mind that going live is entirely optional from within Restream. Down here, you have different orientations or layouts for people who are joining the meeting. See right here, this is what I'm referring to as half screen. When you have 3 people, you can have one person taking up the vertical space on the left-hand side and the other 2 people with horizontal or landscape orientation to fill up the screen, which looks so much better than Zoom. And you also have these picture-in-picture, as well as these cinema options, which I'm going to show you in a second. And down here, you have your mute button, your video camera on and off button, and you can share screen if you choose to. You can invite guests. So when I click on that, I get a permalink right here. I can text it to people, I can email it to people. So it's really, really quick. When you, for example, when you need to hop on over from Zoom to Restream, it's easy to set up. And you can also play a local video. However, this feature is a paid feature. Last but not least, here are the settings. You got your video input right here. You can choose the video resolution, whether it's standard or high def. Some of this has to do with your internet speed. Audio input, right here I can choose all the microphones that I plugged into my computer. I can choose my audio output as well. There's also some advanced settings right here for live streaming and noise cancellation and all that jazz. Some of the fun things on the right-hand side, as I mentioned, are overlay. Some of these are pretty Christmassy at the moment, or I can do something really simple, or I can upload my own overlay design using something like Canva or Photoshop. And here are some of the videos that I can also use. So as you can see, there are different countdowns. Again, you can upload your own video. Now, you're not gonna see the background just yet, because my entire screen is filled with this video, but in a second I'll be able to show you what it looks like. You also have a private chat channel that you can talk to other guests who are joining, which is very similar to the Zoom chat functionality. All right, with that said, let me go ahead and just invite myself right into this meeting so you can see the different orientations. I click on invite guests and I copy this link and I send it to myself. Even though Restream does work on your mobile phone, your guests' mobile phones, you do get a message to say mobile device support is limited. They recommend that you switch to desktop to access all the other features and best experience. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, so I just invited myself. In fact, I'm leaning my phone up against my computer. So myself, as you can see on the screen, is just my stack of books. So when you see your guests come in, that person will not be able to interact with you right away. What you need to do is enable that person to join in as a guest. So what you have to do is simply click on this little toggle here. Right now, you'll notice I have my video orientation on picture in picture. If I switch back to contain, I also have the ability to kind of swap the video left and right to my own liking. So now if somebody's on their phone, holding their phone vertically, I know that always is kind of awkward, right? So what you can do is change it to a cover right here. So this person is then filled in completely. Now this is picture in, picture out. So I can also, as I mentioned, switch between the two to make sure that I, as a host, can control who I feature and how they will be featured. If I have, say, 6 people all in the same room chat right now, I can change into cinema. As you can see, instead of just having one of the screen here, I'm able to have 5 other people, basically a stack of people, and their little screens down here. This is very interesting. If you're running a small seminar with people, then you're able to kind of put people front and centered. Lastly, I have something called thumbnail. So this is similar to the Zoom setup when you're sharing a screen, actually. And as you can see, I can have myself centered and or a group of other people stacked on the right-hand side. Again, I can switch back and forth here as well. Let me quickly show you what it looks like when I add a screen share. In order to share screen, which I know people use it a lot during their Zoom meetings, is I will click on share screen, this button right here. And I have options to share my entire screen or application window or specific Chrome tab. So I'm gonna hop in here and share something. I'm gonna share this picture of me. And when I introduce a screen share again as a host, I can have these things set up without immediately dropping them into this meeting right away. Again, I click on this little toggle and now I have this screen share front and center. And this can be really interesting because I can go back to the application I'm using and it'll be refreshed and shared with my audience. And sometimes you guys know that when you have people or a small audience listening to you or trying to follow the screen, it's actually really helpful to then have the screen, take over the majority of the real estate. And so that this can be shown more clearly and more easily. And because now I have basically not 3 people, but 2 people and a screen share, I'm able to use what's right here called half screen. That gives you guys an idea of, what the vertical display would be alongside 2 other screens that are of the landscape orientation. I can drag these screens back and forth, which I really like, and just kind of make viewing and positioning and really easy in a way that you can see yourself almost like a producer or a director in your meeting. Anytime you want to feature someone, in this case, it could be you don't want to look at the other meeting attendees anymore. You really want to focus on your presentation. What you can do is click on this button called Maximize. And now literally, everybody's just looking and focusing on the PowerPoint or whatever the screen share may be. You're also noticing that in the background, now these backgrounds colors are peeking through. So that's what this section is here for. I can change it to any colorful background. And there are a lot of built-in fun backgrounds you can play with right away where you can again upload your own. While we're here, you can also upload a video to play on the screen as well. So now there are built-in videos, as I demonstrated earlier. There are countdowns, and there are kind of these cool animations that you can be using. I really like this one. But you can also upload your own video as well. You click on this button here. However, this is a paid feature. So you can upgrade your plan to the professional version and you're able to upload your own video, a minute, 10 minutes, whatever it may be, and use as part of your meeting. And so for me to verify on my phone, I noticed that the video plays really smoothly and transitions really well. But for the most part, I can see that the video is quite smooth. If you want to show a promo video or short video clip, I have a feeling that this will work really well for you. So back to me, this is it guys. I hope you find this video helpful, and there are just a lot of tools at our fingertips that can be very helpful and useful if you know them, if you know how to use them, adapt to different tools. There are so many things out there. You don't have to use every feature. However, if you happen to really enjoy this process, you enjoy using Restream Studio, I do highly encourage you to go live with it, to share your stories with the world, to share your reflections in 2020. I know each one of us just have so much to talk about. If you're a creative entrepreneur, if you want to share your creative crafts, going live is a wonderful thing. So that's when Restream kicks in. You can actually go live on 20 plus platforms worldwide, not just US platforms, but I discovered some in China as well. So enjoy and keep pushing forward. I have so many topics and so much content coming your way. Thank you so much for being part of the Feisworld audience. I cannot wait to see you in the near future. Bye.